Legion of Superheroes #1, written by Paul Levitz, art by Francis Portela. Dear God, this is so dense. I just need to, they introduce you to everybody all at once. I can't keep track of that, but I'm going to tell you what happens. Alright, so Legion is invading this world. Not invading, they're going in on a covert op. I'm not entirely sure what for. It just says, this is a military watch world keeping an eye on Dominator's empire, and then contact was shut down. So now they're going to infiltrate, investigate, and blah, blah, blah. So they're just doing a recon mission. We have Chameleon Boy, who's a shapeshifter. Dragon Wing, who has fire breath and acid venom. Acid venom, sure. Phantom Girl, who can be intangible. Ultra Boy, who can use one power at a time out of supervision, strength, speed, or invulnerability. Chemical Kid, who can catalyze chemical reactions. That's all we get for right now. So then we have them move through the jungle. Everybody except for Dragonwing and Chemical Kid have these disguises that they're using to infiltrate. The other people are going to be used as a distraction later on so that they can get out. So they're left in the jungle, and then the other guys make their way towards the base. Cut into the Legion, I guess, headquarters, their base. Just says Starfleet, but I think that might be a joke. We get introduced to Colossal Boy, who can grow real big. And they're like, hey, Colossal Boy, aren't you sad you're not out in the field? And he's like, no, my wife died. And then we cut away from Colossal Boy. Chameleon Kid, Lad, Boy. Chameleon Boy shapeshifts into a fly to get some information as to where to go and what to do. He sees that they're nothing much except a reference to orders from Renegade, and then it cuts off, and then he has to find out what Renegade is. Cut back to the Legion thing. We meet Mon-El, who's basically Superman, but not. And Brainiac 5, who's an extremely high-level intelligence. And they're basically just talking about how the Legion of Superheroes had a whole bunch of deaths recently, a.k.a. probably in the story just before Flashpoint. Why can nobody reboot anymore? So they're talking about funerals, and then everybody else shows up. Cosmic Boy, who has magnetic powers. Element Lad, who can transmute stuff. Comet Queen, Spaceflight and Comet Gas Extrusion. Dream Girl, Precognition. There's two more. I show up later. Anyway, they're all just talking, just saying alright, well, stuff's going on and we need more people. They need more people. That's just getting to me personally. And Dream Girl specifically makes the point that Flashpoint effect has definitively closed off time travel to the past. So, once again, they know about Flashpoint, they are aware that it happened, and it is stopping them from doing things. Okay. Mon-El's talking about how he was a Lantern. I vaguely recall that from Jeff Johns' run. And he's just kind of wistfully oh, I wish I was a Lantern again. It's dude, you're still basically Superman. Get over it. Back on the planet they're reconning on, the chemical whatever and Dragonwing are by a campfire pretending to be two teens that just got on the wrong planet for a hookup. They get captured by the military forces, and they're like, oh, this sucks. We shouldn't be bait. Then we get Glorith, who has magical powers. Harmonia, who's a natural elemental. They're both just talking about how more people died, and they're sad about that. Then we get Starboy, who can induce mass to increase weight. I don't even know what that means. But again, still just sad that people died. Pretty much it's all just everybody on the ship is sad that a bunch of people died that I don't know, but apparently happened. So then they're wondering, okay, wait a minute, this, by the way, we're back on the planet now. This military base that's not supposed to do this thing is actually doing this thing. Well, we're going to have to stop them. And then, right on cue, the Chemical Kid and Dragon Breath are sick of being bait, so they attack the guards that are going with them. And then it just turns out into an all-out fight. And then someone shows up. No, sorry. And then, oh God, what's his name? Ultra Boy starts tearing down the modified signal thing. But then he's stopped by this super powerful dude who apparently is also a Daxamite, which is what Mon-El is, basically Superman. And he's like, cool, so we're gonna fight a Daxamite. Good luck. That's how it ends. I have no idea what happened. There are so many characters. There are so many characters, and they're talking about things that I have never seen. Like, they're listing off and oh my god, nobody references each other by their superhero names. It's all by their real names. And they're like futuristic names. Like, Colossal Boy is Gim Allen. Chameleon Boy, Reap Daggle. Ultra Boy's pretty easy. It's Joe Nah. But still, all of them have future names, and I can't keep track of half this crap. Oh, God. This is so confusing and so hard to recap. There's a billion of them. Overall, I've never been big on Legion. Like, oh, and art-wise, it's fine. It's stock standard. Nothing's really jumping out. They don't do anything super interesting. If anything, it's a little bit confusing sometimes because as soon as the one team lands on the planet, they put on some, like, disguises. So these people I'm already not used to are already in disguise and expect me to just know who's talking. No. I'm going to give this a 5.5. It was a bad intro issue. It was a very, like, I'm sure if you know Legion, it's fine. In fact, you know what? I'm going down to a 5. If you know Legion, it's fine. But this is just bad in terms of, hey, we're setting up a new status quo, but everything that happened beforehand still happened. So good luck, and especially when we have to deal with no less than 12 characters, all of which with middling mediocrity in their power set. Oh boy, it's gonna be something. I'm really gonna have a hard time keeping track of this one, or at least it feels like I will. Okay, yeah, no, it's a 5. I'll figure out something. I'll have post-it notes. I'll have a reference sheet next to me in order to keep track of what's going on in this. But no, Legion Superheroes, maybe a fine story if you can understand it. A very, very bad intro.